Today, I'm going to be cleaning up and fixing up my Appion core tools. These are really helpful all summer long for pulling very fast vacuums. I used them. I have to say, the gaskets, they started to wear halfway or almost towards the end of the summer, but I still kept pushing them and they still kept pulling good vacuums. My last time using it, I didn't have my gaskets on me. I stopped at United Refrigeration and picked up, these are JB MR509s. They are thinner than these, but I have to say, it held a pressure test and it pulled a very good vacuum. It's just not as thick, making as big of a seal, but it's still in there and it still made a good vacuum. Downfall from using Nylog and stuff when you're using it is that I find that it would pretty much gel up and make it hard to turn these. And as you can see, you get a little bit of gunk and stuff in there. Expected, I mean, it's a grease. And I'm using these all the time. So let's just see. This is the JB. This one just went in. This one wasn't operating in here for a long amount of time, but it did one job. It was a leak repair in the rain. As you could see, it's the same as that gasket, but it worked in a pinch. If you don't have one of these on you, this will work. I'm gonna go back to this because that's what's designed here. Here's an Appion one. I'm curious to see how this one held up. The other one, it seems like there's, I could be wrong, it almost seems like Appion has these made with some metallic internal to it. I wonder if I'll be able to get this out without damaging it. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Trying to get under the gasket and not rip it. So if this one's still good, I'll put it back in. I don't think it's still good, and I think I just ripped it. I think I tore into it right there, so the chance of getting it back in now is over. I'm wondering if this hook is too big. I try to keep getting behind. There we go. I think I tore it. Maybe not. This gasket still looks pretty good. The other one was torn up. I'm not really seeing damage to it, but I thought this was catching in or whatever, but no. This one survived. As I say that, I'm looking just to make sure. I feel like I'm going to replace it anyway, just because I got a full summer out of it. I just came back. Now, you can try Harbor Freight if you want to try to find these. This is similar but smaller. So they really don't have these anywhere. Gotta contact Appion. These are very similar in size. These are from the Harbor Freight, the green set, to the JBs. Like I said, the JBs worked in a pinch on a job. I don't know how long they would last, but they definitely held pressure on a bubble test, and I got a pretty deep vacuum on that machine. But I'm not here for that. I'm here because I want to change the gaskets on these and clean them up a little because they got a little gooey from all the Nylog at times being used. So since we're going to clean them up, let's take this off. We'll put it back on when we're ready. It'll fall off forever now. Whenever I take it on or off, it's gonna fall off now. I hope not, but that one's off. I'm not rebuilding the body. All I'm really doing here is just cleaning it up and putting new gaskets in the top. So this way, as I use it, it'll pull good vacuums, pressure test, and maybe move a little better, because I feel like I got a lot of Nylog stuck up in this area. I don't know if leaving this on would help, but I want to pour alcohol in these and see if that'll help get some of it stuck in here, like the Nylog stuff. I'm going to do a 1. So if I screw 1 up, I'm not screwing 2 up. It's just 1. Well, look at that. That pin was needing to be changed anyway. That red stuff. I've had several of these. That bottom gasket just kind of did something similar. That's on its way out anyway, so I knew that. So it just gave up. It's like, okay, I'm done. And this is just some ice, some alcohol. Pour some in. Shake it around. Get it onto a friggin' cut is... It'll sting a little, but I mean, it's going right in there, and that's raw. Figure using this stuff has to be pretty safe. Well, look at that. Now I got free movement. Didn't have that when we started. But it looks like it brought a lot of junk out into the neck. Where that's very tight. That's what I wanted to accomplish. Wanted to get rid of a lot of the gunk from using this. I felt like it was getting all caked up and building up in there. Getting anything into that crevice is not going to be easy. But it's always good to clean stuff up. I've never really done this because I wasn't really using a lot of Nylog in the past. I'd use it sometimes. I use it a lot more this year Because I also never really... Nobody I work with pulls deep vacuums. I don't even think my boss likes that I'm pulling deep vacuums the way I do. I think they probably look at it like I take too much time. But it's best for the system. It's best for the customer. And how would I sleep at night if I'm not doing the best I can for the customer? That's who the jobs are being done for. They're actually the real boss. That's what everyone wants to say, that they don't have a boss. Even if you have your own company, your customer is your boss. Alright, now this is moving really good. So I'm going to leave that for now. Now we come over here. I can't get that to spin. And you can see there's a lot of gunk. Inside there. Pin still in. Let's just see what happens if I don't remove the pin. There we go. Alright. That definitely, I was trying to figure out the best way to clean these out. I didn't see anywhere online for how to clean them up. I know for my micron gauge it says to use this. I know it's very controversial using this on a micron gauge, but it works. So I'm not sure what's so controversial about using something that does work. When I started, these wouldn't spin. Now they spin really good. I'm going to keep my finger here, pour in, and let it fill up. That might be able to help break the stuff up in here better. Shake it around. Still sitting in there. Spin it a little. Okay. Now we're getting, no evidence is going in there. But I'm seeing, is there a clip holding this in? So I'm definitely seeing some gunk in here. There we go, we got some Too bad I don't have any kind of brush to get in there. I gotta see. Hand towels not that long ago used to come with a brush that would fit in there. You could see some of the slimy stuff that came out. So alcohol will break up the nylog that gets all jammed up in here. That's good to know. So anybody that has nylog all stuck up in there, rubbing alcohol will get you clean. Of course you have to work it in there. But no matter what, that's success. I got here. It was barely moving. Now towards the end. It's done. Let's see what these Schrader pins look like. If I have to, I'll buy another bag tomorrow. Got the same thing at the bottom here. That gasket looks better. This one, yeah, whatever. Yeah. I know, there was like, but you're using way too much of that alcohol on this. Maybe. But I want to clear it up. I want to get rid of that stuff. Okay. They almost look brand new now. But I achieved my mission. I got it to free spin like that. I was a little disappointed I couldn't get it to do that. Now, but that's the ADHD in me of wanting everything perfect. My attention to detail. My ADHD has me over-focused on this. I'm not paying attention to anything else right now, but nothing else matters. Anyone can see. Nothing else matters to me. Okay. I gotta let this dry. Gotta air dry for a few minutes. Listen, also I gotta go in for a full cleaning. Washing away over here. It's like some blue cloth. Rag must be. I'm gonna let these dry out. I wasn't really planning on doing anything with these. I see no reason to. All I could do is dunk it in a little alcohol and just wipe it up. This I really shouldn't have problems from anything. As I'm doing this, I'm allowing those to dry off. Alcohol dries fast, so. Oh, I was more daring with this one. But these are great tools this summer, so there's that. Okay. Put the alcohol to the back. Definitely a big improvement. So there we go. Now we're cleaning this one too. Both of them are cleaned out. Both are just about dry. This one here looks like it is dry. All right, let's do this. I'm actually very tempted on putting this right back in, right here. So I just put new ones in. I heard these things are very expensive. And it's not a leaker. It holds, unlike the one that I had to throw away. Let's compare it again to a new one. But now I see a tear. So I damaged it when I took it out. This one's still wet. Looks dry. Okay, it's gonna be a huge battle. Alright, so I put a little pump oil here. What I'm gonna do is take this, boom, pick it up, boom. I could go Nylog. I'm even gonna wipe a little bit of the pump oil off. But I kind of feel like the pump oil would be a little better in this application. So here we go. I should just go right in. Keyword should. And it's not, it's fighting me. Ish fighting. It's like, no, dude, no way. Not gonna go. At least not easily. It's my good one. But that's why I put a little bit of the oil on it. So I'm hoping the oil the JB one went in so much easier. Maybe I need to put some pump oil in here. You know, my tool. After cleaning it up so good. This is always the hardest part of a core tool, putting this back in. So, and it looks like I destroyed my gasket. You shums of a. See, the JB's popped in with no problem. Also not the right one. No, I didn't ruin it. I mean, this is almost the perfect size to push this thing in. Gotta wipe some of that stuff off. Now, it's gonna be coated in a lot. In, not yet. Who's gonna win, me or the cord? Oh. I'm in, hopefully. Now, I think what I managed was to damage and ruin that. Got it in, but it don't look good. It's very, very bad. So I screwed up. I'm trying to change my Appion core tool gasket. Yeah, it ripped. Oh, if you don't succeed the first time, smash your head against the wall and try again. Here we go. Threads are very different. That sucks. So I was going to try to push it with that. Problem here is it always squishes, bends, and doesn't just go in. Okay, so now that I have that Appion core tool opened, let's try something even more wackier than my first attempt. That's also not working, and I have a feeling it's just gonna rip it. So I'm not succeeding too well here. I'm gonna need something not sharp. Push that down. Help that seat. Boom. It's actually looks like this time around it went in. It's a shame though, if you need two of them to make it happen once. That's why they give you two in the package. I figure you're going to screw the first one up trying to figure out how to get it in. Then after the first one's screwed up, hopefully you can get the second one in without damaging it, because it doesn't even look that great. But here's a test. Can it screw on it here? And if so, hopefully that just pushed it the rest of the way into the right spot. Yep. That looks good now. Alright, so I got one in. Now, is it damage or is that just... That might be... We'll find out the next one. And I got two more after this, so it's either going to go in or it's not. But let's fix the other one. If not, the JB's going so much easier. These things put up a friggin' fight. Put some vacuum pump oil all over it. Pop it in after all that cleaning up. The problem is I don't want to break it. I don't want to damage it. But I feel like it's gonna happen. So there it is. What's the chance that this can be used to push that in? Oh, I found the secret. I found the secret, but I found it after destroying a gasket or two. But now we bring it in. Okay. Bam! Perfect. No damage. There's the secret. Use one of these to push it in far enough and then thread it to have it sink. So at least I figured it out. Didn't get it when I first started working on it, but hey, you know what? Trial and error. I don't know what all this crap is here. Is that from the alcohol drying up whatever the sealant is? And it's still free spinning, so it's still working. Put that on. And that fits right through. I had to get new pins. But thank you for joining me on replacing the gaskets on my Appions. And now for next time, I've learned, and I hope you guys learned. This is an awesome tool for refrigerant hoses, but it didn't work out here the way I wanted to. But if you have two of these, use that to push the other one in. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.